Hi there. Today I'm going to show you the unboxing and initial impression of the Aperture 300D Mark II in India. Welcome back and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. I began making videos on my profession and moved on to do-it-yourself videos about 2.5 years ago. I started off with do-it-yourself ring lights, then moved on to LED bulbs and LED panel lights. I had been doing fine. I happened to see an Aperture 120 light in a Chennai shop and tried it out. The resultant pictures looked great even without a modifier. From that day on, I harbored a wish to upgrade. I purchased an Aperture 300D LED light in India from an online retailer for a good price. Without wasting any more time, let's dive into the unpacking. Now I have before me the Aperture D 300 Mark II. As you can see, it comes in a padded and protective case to house the light and its accessories. The case is branded on the front. It has two zippers at the side over here, carry handles and a shoulder strap. It comes in a very elegant, you can call it a suitcase, mini suitcase. From the sides it's quite hard and it seems that it can hold up to 100 kilos, so that if you want in a pinch you can maybe even sit on it on like a stool. On the top there is a slot to keep an ID card when you're checking out of an airport. At the bottom you can see that this surface is waterproof and can be easily cleaned. It has protective corners that will prevent the case from getting damaged during transportation. Let's see what's inside the bag. So it has got two side straps which connect the base with the lid and keep the lid open after it has been opened up. There is a pouch with a net covering on the inside of the lid, and let's open this and see what's inside. So you have a product manual, an Aperture sticker, there is a spare knob and an Aperture remote. We'll put it back. Then we'll unbox the main container. So at the top of the container we have this padded protection with Velcro. It is attached to the top. Bottom is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compartments, each separated from the other by padded inserts like these, attaching to each other with Velcro. So there is sufficient space for all the components inside. In the first compartment, first and foremost, there is the LED light. So you can see that this is the Aperture 300D Cob Light Mark II. We'll go through it later. The next compartment, we have a reflector with a foam insert. This is the reflector, At the back, this reflector has got a Bowens mount which will attach to the light. I will go into it later. It has got a padded cover to protect the inside of the reflector. Angle of this reflector is 55 degrees, which increases the light output by about 20% from its predecessor. Next two compartments have two cables. This seems to be the power cable which goes into the mains, Indian type mains, and there is a inlet for the power source here. And this is a cable which probably goes from the controller to the light. Inside the same compartment as the second cable, there is a super clamp with a quick release plate over here. This apparently is to be attached to a light stand like this over here. We'll go through that later. And finally, in the last compartment, there is the big control box. So this is the Aputure 300D Mark II control box. It has got a braided strap at the top, and it has got a slot at the top for the control cable, and at the back there is an inlet for the power source. One can insert a USB drive over here. It has got two V-mount battery slots on this one, on the right side and on the left side. At the back there is a mount which will attach to the quick coupling plate of the super clamp over here. And then at the bottom there's nothing else. There is one more piece of foam, padded foam, which protects the bottom of the control panel. Then on the other side also there's this bit of a foam. Put that inside. Remove the cables, super clamp. That's the case. I will now zip it back and put it aside. I will attach this super clamp to this ordinary light stand. I've just got an ordinary light stand. I'm told that an ordinary light stand can also support it, but it is probably desirable to have a C-stand when one is mounting a huge modifier like the Aputure Light Dome 2. We'll go through that later. I've attached the super clamp to the light stand. This light stand has got a sandbag at the bottom. Now I'll take this controller box, and this controller box is attached to the quick release plate with an easy movement. We just press a knob over here. Press it and release it, and it locks into place. So the controller box, you can see, is locked into place. Then we take this braided cable and put it over the top of the light stand. So let's go through the parts of this cob light. So there is a plastic cover over here, shield, which protects the cob light underneath. So this is a plastic cover here. I'm using a pencil to press a knob over here and rotate the plastic cover anti-clockwise by about 10 degrees, and then it comes off. If you rush into it, you may break this. So it's better to be observant and careful, and I will set it aside. This is the Aputure light. At the front, you can see the cob light. This is the main feature, and it emits a very bright light. Here at the back, you have the Bowens mount, to which you can connect many kinds of modifiers like a reflector which we saw in the pack, or a lantern, or a soft box, or a Fresnel, or something like that. So you can attach many kinds of modifiers to the front over here. At the top or the upper surface, you have heat sink. At the bottom here, you have two fans. And this is the yoke of the light. So you can see that the light goes through the yoke. It can be swiveled by 360 degrees. Therefore, you can position the light in any position, and after having positioned it wherever you want, you can tighten this handle grip to maintain the position of that light in the desired position. You can point it up, forwards, left, right, or anywhere and tighten it. It's just a good firm knob. So this is the attachment which goes on top of the light stand. It has got a knob over here which tightens with to the light stand, and the back over here, back of the light, there is an inlet for the controller cable. So we have the inlet from the controller box via the controller cable which comes into this place. So I'll now mount this light on this light stand and attach the controller cable. The control box can be operated by the knobs at the back, or by the Sidious Link app on a phone, or by the remote. The Sidious Link can be downloaded from the Google and Apple Play Stores. The app allows you to upgrade the firmware, control the light from a distance of about 400 meters. This is the Nutric cable which brings in power supply from the mains to the control box. It has a connection point that goes straight into the control box. You have to just line that up, insert it, and then twist it so that it locks in place. The connection is very secure and ensures a stable power connection. To release the cable, hold from the yellow tab. There is a yellow tab over here, this one. Hold from the yellow tab and screw to unlock. The other cable passes from the control box to the light and is the main means of controlling the light from the control box. The battery and the controls both are now fused into one box, unlike the previous model where they were separate. This is the back of the control box, and you can see the various controls over here. There is an power on, power off button, and this is the LED panel. The power supply comes from here. On the bottom you have DMX in and out controllers, which are 5-pin XLR cables. So I bought this light to illuminate me in videos. Although I was doing fine with LED panels, ring lights and bulbs, I wanted to upgrade to get a very well lit, well illuminated soft light on my face. So I decided to buy this aperture light. I'm going to try it out and I will certainly post more videos about it. It has the following specs: an output of 45,000 lux at 1 meter, CRI and TLCI ratings of 97. The control box features 8 built-in effects from strobe to lighting to TV to explosions. So let's see what we get. One gets 45,000 lux to illuminate a home studio and more, and that too with amazing power. I can use it alone as a key light or as a sole light with a diffuser. Speaking of which, I have the light dome too, which I will be showing you in the next video. Hope that you got some information in this video. If you did, like, share and comment. Subscribe to my channel Madras Joint Replacement Center and press that bell icon to receive notifications about future videos. See you in the next one. Cheers.